Hey. I am Dr.Nikki Zeigler. I am the host of the Convo Christian Talk Show. Take a moment to go ahead and like, tag, and share. We're live on our YouTube channel. We're with CTR Media Network, which is the baddest network in the world. Shout out to Dr. Tina Ramsey for this opportunity for us to reach over 300 million viewers. You can catch us on Roku. You can catch us on Fire TV. You can catch us on Apple TV. You can catch us on Android TV. And of course, our YouTube. And I'm excited, guys. Tonight is going to be amazing. I'm so excited to have some amazing people that's coming to hang out with me in this hour. We get a chance to meet some new people. Y'all know me. New people, me please. New people, me please. I love meeting new people because I feel like the more you meet new people, the more you're tapping into your destiny. And so I'm excited about this show. Definitely want to do some housekeeping rules. Listen, we're always doing giveaways. And we like for you to go ahead and tag some people. Let's get up to about 40 shares. Take a moment to tell people, hey, the Convo Christian Talk Show is on. Don't forget to purchase my new book, Break the Block. It's coming out this week. I'm excited. It talks about how you should go ahead and tackle the block that have stopped you from tapping into your destiny. And I'm excited. Let's go ahead and bring up our co-host. She's co-hosting the show with me tonight, and she's bringing her beautiful guest. Hey, Lisa Craig Taylor. Let me tell you who she is first. Lisa is the founder. My Voice is Dope, which I think is amazing. I love the name. She also is the licensed organizer of TEDx Alabaster. Welcome to the Convo Christian Talk Show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I am so excited to be here. I love what you're doing, and I want to say major kudos to you.
Definitely major kudos to you too for the opportunity. This is going to be amazing tonight. We've got so many people coming in. It's going to be great.
Thank you. So tonight I just wanted to share briefly why I decided to start this platform. So I am a Hallmark Mahogany featured writer for My Voice is Dope. It's a story that was birthed during a dark time in my life from my love of hip hop first. But I also want everyone to understand that there's purpose in your pain. I want everyone to understand that you have a voice and your voice does matter. And you should use your platform no matter what size it is, no matter how small or large, to encourage others to understand that what you go through is not just for you. It's always to help someone else understand. It can be simply sharing your story of what you have overcome to encourage someone else, because there's someone out there who feels like they cannot make it. And when you open your mouth and you share what you have been through and what you have overcome, you are inspiring and encouraging someone else to push forward. That's what we're destined to do.
So what made you decide to launch? I mean, this is a pretty big deal. TEDx? Oh my God.
Yes. So
what's the reason of your yes?
I was going through a season of my life where I was battling depression. And in battling depression, I was constantly looking for sources to connect to. I was always trying to look for something positive to put in my ears, because we need to hear things. And during this season, late nights, I started watching TED Talks. And I was so inspired by what was being shared. I was so encouraged. And I kept saying, I want to do this one day. I want to do this one day. So one night, late night, on the internet, and I said, you know what? I think I want to be an organizer first.
Wow.
Because I've always been a behind the scenes girl. So I'm like, okay, I want to be an organizer first. I submitted the application, and God opened the doors. They contacted me. They were asking for information. They were, helping me perfect that application. And when I received approved, it was all up from there.
Wow. And you have hand selected with your team, a group of amazing people who I had a chance to meet personally on Saturday, which was a whole vibe. Every last one of them was so special in their own right. Like I was like, oh my God, I got a whole new family
I know.
amazing men and women who's doing some amazing things. Just a story. So
Absolutely.
I want, you're co-hosting it with me tonight. You'll be taking
Okay.
over with me, and I love the takeover. Do what you got to do, and we the full support. So we're here for it. Well, let's go ahead and bring in some people. We'll to keep, if you can remove the There you go, and let's bring
Okay.
these people in so we can love on them and see who are these amazing people that you and your team selected. So
All
who do we
right.
want to call first?
So first up, we're going to call Tanya Williams with Covered Girls Coaching and Services. She's a transformational life
Hey,
coach,
y'all.
helping you become the best version of you. And she is a resident of Alabaster, Alabama.
Okay, hey Tanya, tell us about you.
Hey,
Of
girl.
course, I ain't been on the show a time. She's been on the show a couple times actually, so
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with her
Okay,
personal
small world.
girl. I love her.
Yes, we go way back. So
Okay.
I'm a transformational life coach. I help people become the best version of themselves. I lead a small group here in Birmingham, Alabama at a women's rehab facility. And it's a 6-week small group. And it comes from a book that I wrote called The Best Version of Me. So I walked through my own trauma and how God brought me through it. I applied biblical principles to that. And I help them just really just heal from trauma. So whenever they get through with a program, they can become the best version of themselves.
All right.
What? Lisa, any questions for her?
So Tanya, I want to ask you, what does it mean to you to be a first-time speaker with TEDx Alabaster?
Well, it's amazing. And it's really an honor. Sometimes it's hard to go first, but if you're not first, you're last, right?
That's good. That's good.
So it's really been amazing. I love to meet new people, and like Nikki said, the team of other speakers that we met the other day, phenomenal. I mean, I love how we all come from a similar background. Everybody has somehow faith is involved, and I just really love the mix. I feel like even though we were really strangers, we all meshed very well, and it was like we almost knew each other for a lifetime. I'm excited that it's a new bond and a new journey, and it's just an honor to be able to walk alongside each one of them.
I agree. And that's what I like to emphasize. I've shared with a couple of other speakers over the past few months. This is a community. And in this community, what I prayed for is exactly what I got to witness on Saturday. For people from different walks of life, different cities, different backgrounds to join together, and everybody bonded. There was no stranger in the room. And I mean, all the way to the facilitator, the venue host. She was even, the photographer said, "Oh my goodness, this is so cool." So I just want to say that I am elated to have you a part of this community. And I was so excited about Saturday. So thank you so much.
Me too. Thank you. And thank you for facilitating and doing an awesome job. We could not ask for a better host.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hang tight. We got a lot more in store, so hang out with us, Tanya. Who's the next special guest, Lisa?
All right. So next we have Crispin Watson. She's an entrepreneur. She is the author of Shattered Vows and a social media and branding coach. And she is from Calera, Alabama.
Hi.
Hi, Crispin.
I love her reel. Did you see her reel, Lisa?
Yes. I was like, oh my God, I love it. Yes. And she went straight home and did it. I was like, wow, we were blown away. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm just super excited to be a part. So I feel so honored to be here.
So Crispin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Grenada, Mississippi. It's a very small town in Mississippi where everybody knows everybody. I ended up in Alabama because a previous job ended up promoting me and transferring me out here to run a branch. Apparently that didn't work out because I'm an entrepreneur today and I wouldn't have it any other way. I love the freedom. I love being able to help others, and I just do a lot. It's hard to kind of package it into one.
Okay. So how do you feel about being a part of TEDx Alabaster?
Honestly, it still feels surreal. When I came across the application, I was like, let me just apply. Like, there's no way I'm going to get it. But I just want to, say that I did it, say that I applied. And lo and behold, I'm here. And I'm so excited. I just feel like it's a blessing from God because, sometimes God just puts you in rooms and just allows you to do what he put you on this earth to do. So I'm just excited to share my story.
Absolutely. I shared with everyone on Saturday. I never intended to have 15 speakers. I started out with 8 because biblically the number 8 represents new beginnings. And then I moved to 10. And then you were one of the applicants that came in after my 10. And I was like, oh my goodness. When I set up the interview, I was like, I told the team, I said, they were like, Lisa, are we really doing this? I was like, yes, we're going to do this. So it started to 12 and ended at 15. And they was like, no, that's it. So congratulations. And I want to let you know that you have been such an invaluable asset to TEDx Alabaster. We sincerely appreciate you.
I really appreciate it. I'm just excited for the opportunity.
Wow. All right. Nikki, you have any questions for Crispin?
So you doing marketing? What made you get into that field?
Honestly, life just kind of happens, and I talk about this during my TED speech. Nothing that I do is ever planned or I kind of envisioned it. It just kind of happened. Like I said, I'm a full-time real estate agent, and last year the market got super slow. Honestly, years before that, and I've always posted consistently on social media and marketed myself. It's like, hey, why not make some revenue from it? So when real estate got slow, I really hounded in on the social media, the branding, the marketing, and thankfully, I have clients that trust me to help them through that process.
That's awesome. And who is your ideal client?
My ideal client is someone that just lets me do what I do. Just kind of lets me, just trust me to do what I do. That doesn't really micromanage, kind of knows what they want, but they just kind of put it in my hands and allow me to help execute. So that's
is it mainly entrepreneurs, or is it women? Is it men? Is it all of them?
Honestly, I have such a plethora of clients that I work with, both women and men. Okay. So it just really depends. I like people that
I can piggyback off that question. What's your most memorable client?
Oh, I'm gonna say probably one of my current clients that I'm working with right now. Just interesting field she has. She's a professional organizer. So we've kind of been working on getting that content out there and just putting her in the best light as possible online. After her, I would probably say one of the fitness trainers that I work with.
Okay. Good. Who you got next, Lisa?
All right. Next up, we have Brandon Matthews. He's the company culture coach, bringing meaning back to the marketplace by helping people love where they work, the work they do, and who they work with. That's major.
That sounds rich.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon, welcome to the Convo.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
He sounds so professional, Lisa.
He does.
He got his logo on the back. Come on, I'm a visibility coach, so I'm checking all this out. Okay. He got your logo popping. He got his earpiece in his. He's just giving the whole ambience.
Oh no.
This is what he does. This you can tell he was ready for this.
Yes, he is.
Hey, I'm excited. I wasn't going to go halfway. I got to step it up.
So, Brandon, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. This is an incredible opportunity. It's so good to be with so many amazing people. And I'm just honored to be a part of this. My heart is to bring value to people in whatever platform that I just believe in making the world a better place. There's a lot of givers and a lot of takers, but I want to be a part of something that adds value to people. So my passion is what I say, bringing meaning back to the marketplace. And here's what that means. Most people, they hate Monday. They work for the weekend, and the weekend doesn't last long enough, and we wonder what happened. And most people spend their lives doing that. And a total of about a third of our life is spent working. And most people wake up one day, maybe making it to retirement and going, where did all the time go? What happened to my life? And,
Right.
when we're young, we can't wait to grow up. And then when we
Yeah.
grow up, we wish we were young again.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of our time making money. And then when we're older, we spend all of our money trying to get our youth back.
Mhm.
And so
Sure.
I just believe that if we can transform the life people live in their workplace, and we can help them find passion and purpose in what they do, regardless of what that is, not only does it transform the places of employment, but it transforms the employee and it transforms the people that they serve. So I help people just find passion in what they do every single
That's
day.
good. So, Brandon,
Wow.
how does that look? Does that mean that you partner with corporations to come in to speak to employees, or do you find do they find you to say, I don't like my job, how can you help me? How does that look? How does this
Sure.
process look?
Yeah, I think it's kind of, it's just up to each individual business. So that could simply be some organizations do continued training with their staff. They do
Okay.
empowerment training. They may have specific things, team management, team workflow,
Okay.
collaboration. So they may bring me in just to do some sessions, just some continued training. And then we have some organizations that say, we want this to be a continual work. We see a specific problem within our organization. And so we take more of a collaboration approach where we spend maybe extended time with an organization, come in and assess what the problem is. We do employee assessments, let them give feedback. Then we mine through that. And then we begin to address, all of those issues. So really it's sort of, I believe in doing things relationally. So we cater to each and every, individual need.
Okay. So I forgot to mention earlier, Brandon is located in Alabaster, Alabama. So Brandon, tell us, you have a very unique story. So how do you feel about being, a part of TEDx Alabaster?
It's an honor and a privilege. And I believe Tanya said it earlier. I think she mentioned that, it's just like God puts things in place. I believe she said that. But for me, it was a very unique story. I had one of the top 100 TEDx speakers who this is what this individual does. She works with other speakers to get them on the TEDx stage. And I had a conversation with her, a few conversations, was really excited. And then I learned about her exorbitant fee that she charges to help people get on the TEDx stage. And so I left very deflated. But there was something on the inside of me that I just felt like it was something that God was asking me and appointing me to do. And so I just said, hey, God, if this is you or, whatever, maybe it's just me. But if not, you're just going to have to provide. I can't do her process, even though it would have been great. And it was maybe a week later, a good friend of mine sent me that TEDx Alabaster in my own city was going to be launching. And I couldn't believe what he had sent. And I think there may have been a day or two left on the application process. And so I sent it in and I said, God, if this isn't you, I don't know what is. And so long story short, here we are. And I just feel grateful and honored and thankful to be a part of this with all of, the incredible.
So let me share what resonate with me from your story, our interview, our encounter and our paths crossing. It was, I think it was coming up on Easter weekend, if I'm not mistaken. It was coming up on Resurrection weekend. And when you shared that with me, we completed the interview. I was walking around the house and, I'm constantly praying because the word of God says, acknowledge him in all our ways and he'll direct our paths. So I'm always asking God to direct my paths. The word of God says, if we ask God for wisdom, he'll give it to us liberally. So I believe that, I'm constantly asking God for wisdom. And I heard God speak to me and he told me to tell you that he didn't want you to pay for something he already paid for.
That's good.
And I was like, my Lord. And I really wanted you to know that it was intended. I mean, like you said, you listen to what you said. You left deflated.
Yeah.
Because it was something you wanted to do, but you couldn't afford to do it. Within days later, do you remember how many days it was?
I mean, it was less than a week. I mean, it was
Wow.
Because I'm a numbers person and numbers
mind-blowingly quick.
Okay. So my thing in that is days later, you were contacted to submit an application for a TEDx event in your city.
Yeah.
My Lord, I just don't know any other way to say, God, like, because I heard you say, God, if this is you, you know, a lot of times when we say that, God is like, I'm right here I go, you know, and God loves us so much.
Yeah.
He loves us so much that he wants to give us the desires of our heart.
Hearts. That's good.
And he trusts us with this. And look at what we're doing. Look at what we're achieving. Look what we're accomplishing. We are literally, like I told you guys Saturday, we are about to make history. And Crispin, even with you, for you to go home and make that video, I'm looking at the numbers. We're over 3,000 views. I'm like, oh my God. You know, it's just, we can't put a cap on God. That's all I can say. Because God is truly going to bless us beyond measure.
Wow. Well, let's go ahead and bring in your next person.
Okay. Who do we have?
Dr. Melva Tate.
All right. Hi, Dr. Melva Tate.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
So in reality, I was sneaking backstage. I did not know I was going to be on camera because, you know, I will get glam. I'm telling you, glam. So no earrings.
You're still beautiful.
I have enjoyed all of this. I was just trying to peep in and hear what my fellow stage mates were sharing. So, but
right. Well, welcome. We're glad to have you here. And regardless, you look beautiful. So, Dr. Melva Tate, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, so sure. So I'm Dr. Melva Tate. I prefer Melva. I am the owner of Tate Associates Strategic Consulting. We're a consulting firm that has been in business for 17 years. So we've been doing a lot, eating a lot. So the Lord has truly blessed us in that way. We serve our clients in a number of different capacities, from organizational effectiveness, training and development, executive recruiting, policy management, workplace investigations, on and on. So my background is in human resource management. I spent about 20 years doing that after I left the military. And like I said, that's kind of what we do. So we've served clients from a Mercedes-Benz to a Books A Million to a Chick-fil-A to a lot of the nonprofits that you see within our state. And one of the things that I love doing is taking the stage and being a speaker. So I've had an opportunity to speak internationally in South Africa, and in other environments. So just love to be able to share those knowledge nuggets that the Lord has poured in me that I can give to others.
Awesome. Thank you. So what does it mean to you to be a part of TEDx Alabaster?
Girl. So as I mentioned, I'm an international speaker. I speak all the time. I'm always on someone's stage. So when I saw this and Alicia shared it, I was like, oh, okay, well, that's going to be easy. That's going to be cool. Let me check my calendar, make sure I'm going to be in town. Signed up, got the interview, everything went well. And I'm a one that is kind of a last minute preparer for my speeches. So I can do a 3-hour workshop or retreat and I get it ready the night before, right? Mm-hmm. So this one was one I thought was just going to be easy peasy. I can get girl, listen. I asked the Lord to give me some stretch goals for 2025. I did not know that this would be one of them. Mm-hmm. So again, if I can do a 3-hour retreat, preparing material the night before and having to try to scale down a 10-minute talk, it has been one of the biggest challenges that I have faced in years. I'm enjoying the process because it is a stretch for me and it's a learning opportunity. But literally, when Rebecca said, kill the darlings, and I told you the other day that, I had took my speech down from 15 minutes, my talk, from 15 minutes to 12. I rehearsed it with my daughter today. She killed a lot more darlings. So I'm probably about at 10 minutes now. Truly been an experience and something that is kind of out of the box for me, for someone who is on somebody's stage and speaking to hundreds of people several times a week. So I am just thrilled. I'm thrilled with the stage mates that I have, such diverse talent. It was so much energy in the room on Saturday. It was just phenomenal. And all of us were not there. You know, you got some comedians in the room, but we had a lot of laughter. I can't imagine if we would have gotten anything
I
done.
know.
But Lisa, just hats off to you and your vision. I know that
Thank
you
you.
are a very humble person. We've had a chance to interact before. I think I met you when I was on the Joe Lockett show for the first time. And you just always have had that giving spirit. And so for you to follow the lead of the Lord, to listen to what he was putting into you, and like you said, it was not for you, but to really help so many others have an opportunity to share what God has poured into them. I am just ecstatic to be a part of this. And I thank you guys so much. And again, I was supposed to be behind the scene. Otherwise, I would have jazzed up. Thank you, Dr. Nikki, for doing this for us.
Of course.
So I love how, oh, go ahead,
Go ahead.
Nikki.
No, go
Well,
ahead.
I was about to say, I love how you hit on something that, because a lot of speakers have shared this with me. This is a stretch because most of you are used to speaking. Most of you are used to, you know, doing your keynotes and used to traveling. And I wanted, from day one, I wanted to emphasize this is going to be a little different. And I think a lot of you were like, I can do it. I got it. It's no problem. And I had one speaker, I think she on the fence, like, oh no. And I was like, you got this. You got this. Because, and that's exactly what she said to me. She said, Lisa, God is stretching me. But do you know that's good? Because you got to think about those wings of an eagle. When you spread those wings and you're literally being stretched, that means that God knows that there's a lot more in you. And to be honest, all of us are confident. We don't lack self-confidence. But to acknowledge that you're being stretched, that requires humility. That requires being coachable. And it requires applying feedback. So I want to applaud all of you, because what I want you to be able to say once this is completed, that giving a TEDx talk is not a speech.
Definitely not one thing. I'll say this. I think for me, being a pastor, that was like, oh my God. You gotta make sure you can't say Jesus. You can't say something. I'm like, oh my, and I never told her this. I've been the low one. I've been low key about, you know, because I know she's being pulled on, you know, by so many people. But for me, definitely, that was just like, oh my God, Lord, just help my mouth not to call the name. Because you know, when you speak, I speak everywhere. I'm an international speaker, so when you used to speaking about ministry in the marketplace, it hit a little different when you can't talk about who is the ultimate source for me.
So, and let me touch on that. We're not saying that you can't acknowledge, you know, God and Christ. Yeah,
but just,
we just don't want you to
understand.
live there.
Right. So every other sentence is about him.
Correct.
So for me, I'm like in the mirror, I'm like in the shower, I'm like everywhere, like y'all time me. Did I go over? Did I do this? Did I say that? You know, I'm like, Lord, I even got it on audio now. I'm playing it in my truck. I'm playing it. I mean, I'm playing it while I'm golfing. I'm playing it everywhere. I'm like, Lord, you know what I'm saying? So it's just all about, like you said, number one, accountability. Number two, just being a person who understands how to pivot. You know, get you out your comfort zone. This is not my comfort zone. Right. And I'm used to being the one that coach everybody. I'm a speaker coach. So I'm used to one who coaching everybody else. So now I'm literally following the leader. You know what I'm saying? So when I got the response back for what I sent you, I was like, oh God, let me change, let me add this, let me do this. You know, so it has, but you have really taken such good care of us. Your communication is amazing. You know, I'm kind of like with Dr. Melvin. You know, I'm the last minute kind of person. Like I get it, just throw it together. But baby, no, not over here. Not over here. You go.
And that's what I was sharing Saturday. That's always, I try to do everything with the spirit of excellence. That's always been, and even you know, Joy, comedian Joy, she was like, my goodness, your administrative skills are excellent. I want to hire you. I was like, we can talk about that. But you know, because I want this to be a representation of who we all reflect and who we all are attached to. Because we can reflect, you know, I can walk in a room. There's been times where I've walked in a room and people were cursing and smoking and drinking. I don't have to say anything about who I serve and what I personally do, but something about them may straighten up or want to, and it's like, oh, you okay? You okay? That doesn't offend me, you know, but that's what I want. Like I shared with you guys, I want everybody to say, what are y'all doing over there? What is going on? Because they're going to see who we are attached to. And they're going to see the work that we put in. Because I think a lot of speech deliverers thought, I got this. You know, I'm signing up and I'm going to show up and I'm going to go on that stage and I'm just going to do what I do. I really think that. And I've learned even what to prepare for next year. I'm gonna talk about a few more things before the fact, because you have to understand the commitment. You have to understand the commitment. And, you know, and honestly, there's a lot that I chose not to do as a first timer because I didn't want to overwhelm you guys. So just imagine if you're feeling stretched now, based off what Rebecca from TEDx Birmingham told me that they did, woo, y'all have been like, I'm good.
Well, you know, Lisa, I was one of those who said, girl, how many more assignments do we have? I need to understand this because I got work to do. How many more assignments do we? But they were so beneficial when I had to step back and just say, all right, breathe through this. This is a process. You self-selected to become a part of it, and you were chosen, obviously, for a reason. So go along with it. But I'm glad that everything, and you have been so gracious. You know, you talked about your administrative skills, but you have been so gracious to respond very timely to anything that we may have as speakers. I know from speaking for myself on anything. So I just applaud you for that. I do have one question though, because when we were talking about being called for this, you know, I put together my outline, not to say that I didn't put much thought into it, but one thing I noticed about it after the revision of it, is that I didn't pray about it first, right? I had to get it done. It was one of those get it done things.
Yes.
And so when I came back, because I prayed, I said, Lord, how do you want me to deliver this? And he was like, that is not what I want you to talk about. But I was like, what? But that's what I wanted to talk about, right? And so I had to change my whole speech outline, topic, and everything. So Lisa, I'm just curious, am I an outlier, or did others kind of make that shift once the first submission went in and had to adjust it based on the feedback that you share? Because when you shared it's not all about you, that really hit home to me. And I really had to change what I was going to talk about to make it more about inputting and imparting into them and not just sharing my personal story.
Yes. So that's a very good question. I'm going to start with speaker assignment 1. The submissions that we received, you could tell who just got it done, who put the time into it, and who truly were overthinking it. So you could tell the different levels. So that, and my purpose because when I got with the team, because I feel like I'm a trainer by nature. I love teaching. I absolutely love teaching. When I just love it. So the speaker assignment was something created by me from something I personally did. I listened to these talks and I answered those questions in my personal time before I even applied for TEDx Alabaster. Okay. So I felt that would be beneficial. That was the foundation to prepare you all to understand this is about ideas worth spreading. I wanted you to, and some people didn't even complete speaker assignment number 1. Okay. The prerequisite. So when we get to the next, after our call, when we get to the next assignment, the outline, some outlines were, oh my goodness, they literally wrote minute by minute everything that they would do on the stage. So I had to say, hey, this is not your talk. This is a high level outline to prepare you for the content of your talk. Okay. Then we did have some, when we gave feedback, they had that aha light bulb moment to say, oh my goodness, I get it now. I was so, and a lot of speakers said, I was so challenged with even coming up with this content. Even the ones that, you know, were fashionably late was like, I didn't even do this because I didn't know what to send. But once you submitted it and you got that feedback, Melva, you were one. You were like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. Because we just needed a baseline to help push you in a right direction. And we wanted to make sure you were even on the right street. So everything that we have done, one of my books is called Pieces of Me Revealed.
Wow.
And it's very powerful because it's a workbook / journal, and it identifies all the pieces of you that come together. So I want to paint a picture of a puzzle. When you first buy a puzzle, it's already put together. You know, you break it up. Okay, you break it up. When you put it back together, you start with wholeness, it's broken, and it comes back together. That's a journey that we're going on. Everybody had their own viewpoint of what a TED Talk was. Nobody thought about, everybody wants to be on that stage. Everybody wants to be able to say, I'm a TED Talk speaker. A lot of people do not know what that specifically means. And we are held to a very high standard / guideline. And we are all learning it together. And like Melva said, by the time you continue to unravel these layers, you're unpeeling layers of yourself because you are being stretched. And you will feel like, I don't want to do this. Why can't I just get up here and talk? But once you achieve this, you're going to be like, wow, I truly did this.
This is awesome. Okay, guys, it's time to have fun.
All right, let's have fun.
Let's have fun. Every person who come on my show, I try my best to, always get to know that person. It's a lot of you guys on here, but we're going to make it fun. I think everybody pretty much got the YouTube channel. Have everybody tapped into the YouTube channel yet? Are y'all on there now? I think if you go into your private chat on the side, you'll see the YouTube channel. And so we're going to play the game. It's called This and That, right?
Okay.
It's going to help you to really think about who you are as a person, but you got to use the YouTube chat to show us who you are, and it'll come down the timeline, and Takima will pop it up. So the first thing I'm going to ask, and it's for everyone that's here, do you like texting or talking on the phone? So I want you to go in the chat and type out either you like texting or talking. Okay.
So I'm going to the YouTube channel chat.
You could do it here.
Okay.
Or you can go to the YouTube chat. However you see in the show, not in the private chat. You're not going to tell it in the private chat. You're going to do it inside of, go to the YouTube. I think somebody just did a comment. Was that you?
That was me.
Okay,
that
Melva,
was I listened to instructions.
Okay, yes, that's you. Soulless Life. Okay, I see y'all. Okay, so they said talking. Do you like Netflix or a movie theater?
Repeat it, Netflix or what? What was the options?
Or a movie theater.
Okay.
I don't see Brandon. Where you at? You gotta jump in, man.
I think I was doing it to the private. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, that's what
I was late. Yeah, I was getting set up.
Brandon,
I think I'm here now.
Okay.
Y'all cannot say both. It gotta be. It gotta be
Oh.
for that. No. So let's start back over. Do you like texting or talking? Do you like Netflix, flick, or movie theater nights? Are you a early bird or a night owl?
Ooh, can I say both to that one?
No,
Ooh. Oh, Lord, let me see.
it's this or that. Do you like spicy or sweet?
Ooh, team spicy.
Do you like beach or cabin?
Ooh.
Do you like road trip or first class?
Ooh.
To keep it popping them up there. Do you like ice cream or cake?
Ooh. These hard.
Okay. Do you like to stay in or go out?
What time? What
I
time?
know, that's what I'm saying.
No.
What season? The winter?
Yes, what season? That's a good one.
Y'all got it don't matter about the time. It's either or,
Ooh, Lord.
y'all. Okay. Do you like reality TV or true crime? Do you like gold jewelry or silver jewelry?
Ooh. Uh-oh, I forgot to hit. Okay, hold on. Mine hung up. Wait a minute. Did it go through? Okay.
Do you like a group trip or a solo vacation?
Girls trip. Mhm.
Okay. Do you like Walmart or Target?
Ooh.
Maybe you so silly.
We don't do that.
Do you like iPhone or Android?
Ooh.
Do you like a spa day or a shopping spree? I'm trying to see what Brandon putting on here. I'm laughing at him.
I feel singled out.
Oh, do you like the city life or the country life?
Ooh. That's another what season. At this phase of my life, I'm country.
Do you like Uber or Lyft?
Ooh.
Do we have time for an Uber story? I'm just kidding.
Right.
Do you like sushi or tacos?
Ooh.
That's a hard one.
I know. All these are depending on our mood.
Do you like board
Brandon
games?
said I need to cook.
Do you like board games or video games? He said, I need to cook it. Do you like jeans? We're almost there, y'all. Do you like jeans or joggers? This is a funny one. Do you like the elevator or escalate?
Woo.
Oh,
I'm claustrophobic. Get me on the escalator.
Do you like a horror movie or a comedy movie?
Mm-mm. I don't want no demons. Mm-mm.
3 more. Do you like a 3-day cruise or a 3-day concert pass?
Oh. Ooh, a Guy Burger's gonna be on there.
Tea or coffee?
Yeah.
Wings or pizza?
Oh,
flats only.
ooh, yeah.
Why am I talking. Fall or summer?
Ooh, child.
Last one is winter or spring?
Mm.
Y'all survived it.
Yay! That was fun.
Oh.
We do this with every guest that come on the show. I just never did it with a lot of people. So like, how am I gonna but y'all survived it. Oh my God.
We
Kudos to y'all.
did.
It out because some people like, I'm not gonna answer that. But I'm glad you guys said it.
Love it.
That was fun.
Okay, here's the last question. Lisa, after TEDx, of course, let's talk about ticket sales. First of all, let's talk about ticket sales. So tell us about the event. What day is it? How much it costs? Takima put the big flyer out there. Let's talk about the tickets. We get the tickets sold.
All right. So our event will be held on August the 15th at Shelby County Arts Council. And we have 15 powerful speakers. We will have live music performances. We will have a pre-event reception that will kick off at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, where you can come out, you can mingle with the attendees, you have opportunity to meet your speakers. Every guest will receive a swag bag full of some TEDx Alabaster merchandise. Tickets are currently on sale. This is an event that you want to be in the house to experience. All of our speakers are not here tonight. One thing that I want to share with everyone, my last speaker that I secured is Karen Abercrombie. If any of you have ever seen the movie War Room, this is Karen Abercrombie from the movie War Room. We have Ladarius Hutchinson. We have Dr. Heather Ashley Hayes. We have Makia Fox. We have Joy King, Ashley Joy Sutton, Latricia Fifi Redmond, Melanie Cade with Raising the Cades. I know you guys have heard of Melanie. Everybody loves her content. We love listening to her narrate as she's talking about her family and her husband's children. We have Josiah Kenty. So this is an event where you want to be in the house. Byron Thomas is our pianist. Tickets are on sale, $98. Guys, this is invaluable. $98 is not even enough for what you're going to walk away with on August the 15th. This is an experience. You want to be in the house. You want to be in the house.
Yes. And we gotta get it sold out. We claim it sold out.
Sold out. That's what we claiming. Sold out.
Okay, so after this is said and done, Lisa, Tanya, Crispin, Brandy, Dr. Tate, what is next for y'all? What do we look forward to seeing next for you? All of you amazing people. What's next for you, Lisa?
My first TED Talk. I plan on in 2026 delivering my first TEDx talk. Woohoo!
Okay. Tanya, what's next for you?
Well, in August, actually a week before our TED Talk, I will be launching my own mentorship program. So I will be teaching people how to become a self-published author. They'll get their life coaching certification, how to do a podcast, how to influence, and how to incorporate digital marketing into their business. It's actually going to be called From Purpose to Platform. So they're going to be able to not only walk in their purpose, but create a platform and lift up the kingdom for it.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Brandon, what's next?
We'll keep helping people love what they do and where they do it and who they do it with. And this is a great stretching. This has been a great process just to grow. And so I appreciate this opportunity, Lisa, for you to facilitate this, because as we stretch and grow, we take this to other people and it makes them better as well. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Crispin?
Honestly, just to keep speaking. I'm working on another book, so I hope to launch that after my TEDx speech and to just keep living my purpose.
All right, Dr. Tate.
Well, I am doing something that is part of a legacy that I started my business with, and that's why I named it Tate and Associates. My daughter just came on board as a VP with our company, and it's going to
Oh,
be launching a new division called Tate Sports Strategies. So her background is in sport management. She graduated from LSU in sport management, got a master's from Bama, Roll Tide, in sport and business as well. So we have been doing some things in the sport industry because I've done some coaching for professional teams and athletes that are moving out of or leaving the professional sports and want executive coaching. So I thought it was just ideal to go ahead and start another division and let her lead that with her sport background experience. So we're super excited about that. And hopefully we'll have everything ready to launch within the next 6 weeks.
This is so
congratulations.
all right. Well, I want to personally thank everybody for coming and hang out with me on the Convo. We're excited to have you.
Well,
guys.
wait, Nikki. What about you? What's next for you?
Yeah.
Because look, Nikki acting like she's not going to be on the
I
stage.
know. You're one of
Stage,
the speakers. So what's next for you?
I got so much in the fire. I can't even lie to you guys. I have this amazing women's retreat that's coming up in Destin, Florida in September. It's called the Strong Her Retreat, and it's for women who are in business and ministry, and they're coming to get healed. So 5 days, 4 nights in September. I'll be there hosting these amazing women. This is our 5th year doing this. I got that going on. I'm being honored in a couple of places around the world. And I got a big event that's coming up. I'm looking for speakers next year. It's called Like a Boss Academy. And what I do is help train speakers to show up, help train coaches to show up, and really help people to unmuzzle their mouth. And so I love what I do. I love meeting new people. That's what I'm doing next. So keep me in prayer.
Okay. All right. Well, we just don't want to leave you out.
Listen, I'm here to serve. I just want to be able to help you to push this brand through, and I can't wait to connect you. I got 7 other interviews for you. I had to call. I was supposed to call you today, but today's my off day, so I'm trying to balance. I'm trying to set boundaries because Monday.
Yes.
But so guys, get ready. I got 7 other shows you guys to interview on. Let's get ready to go.
Oh, look at us.
No, keep doing some PR on the side, you know.
Okay. We're here for it. We appreciate you. I just want to take the time to say thank you so much for utilizing your platform for us. It is sincerely appreciated. And thank you guys for taking time out of your personal schedules, because I know we all can be busy. So I wanted to say thank you for taking time out to be here. And I think this was a great show, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Thank you so much, guys. All right, guys. Until next time, we will see y'all later all night. Don't forget to like, tag, and share this show to your family and friends. And I just so believe, I said this every time I leave, the best is still yet to come. Takima,
absolutely. Thank you.